Happy Monday. We're back, guys. We're back. Rogue Actions up and running. I hope you guys have had a good weekend and we're ready to rock and roll. We got it all happening. Ram's ready to rage in a little while as well. And, we're just going to talk about it, all sorts of bits and pieces like we do every week. How are you, Ram? Morning, buddy. How you been, bro?
Good morning. It's a good day. Good day. I'm ready to get back into 5v5. 3v3 is behind us for a month.
Yes.
Or we start raging again.
Yes, very, very much. It's going to be... I don't know. I normally do worse in fives than I do in threes, and I haven't had a good run in threes in the last couple of weeks. So it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out with the new characters in game.
But we both got Reva, so
that we do have Reva, and we're going to talk about her in a minute. And she's a little bit not quite right, but we'll come back to that in a second. But firstly, let's please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps us grow the channel. Of course, help our boy Ram as well. His video will be in the link below for those that haven't seen it. There's two parts, half on each video on each channel. So get over there and check out both, because you're only getting half the fun stuff. You want all of it, not half of it. So make sure you get over there and check that one out as well. Now let's get down to it. Of course, the mini meme this week, which I came across this one, and it's a little bit of a dad joke chuckle today. I thought we might go down that line, and miss you, Dad. I miss you too. It's pretty damn simple. I couldn't help myself. I just saw this and I thought, yeah, I had to throw it. It's one of my better ones. I think it's definitely one of my better ones, and that's not saying a lot because, my standards are pretty low anyway. But just a little dad joke to start off on Monday, but we're ready to go.
Good old Stormtrooper missing action.
It's an oldie but a goodie. It's an old code, but it checks out. What can I say?
Yep.
What can I say? But look, let's have a quick chat. Of course, leading into 5v5. As you said, we have got Reva unlocked, and man, she's got some serious issues. Of course, there was a post during the week from CG saying the transition from Relic 8 to Relic 9 is not quite right. Now, that's an understatement. That's an understatement if ever I've heard one. She's doing some serious damage against some of the top tier characters in this game. And obviously, no one expects this. Firstly, no one expected it to happen in the first place, but no one expects to stay around like that forever. It's just not what she was designed to do. And I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, when they realized there are issues, Ram, and certainly how they were going to fix it, I think is going to be, not an easy fix. I think it's going to be a bit of work to try and get her sorted. But your opinion on what you're seeing out there, mate, because she's just absolutely deleting teams and, teams that she should be deleting,
So I've got her at Relic 9, just like most of Maul. We finally unlocked our Reva, and she's a piece of work. She's awesome. The concern is they're very vague in their posts, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the post that I saw was just, hey, there's an improper transition between her Relic 8 and Relic 9. They didn't say if that was good or bad, So they could be talking about nerfing this character that we worked months to get. Or they could be talking about, hey, she's supposed to be even better than what you're actually getting right now, and so we're gonna have to buff her and fix that bug, whatever bug that is. So a little bit more clarification might be needed in the future when you put out these bug posts.
Yeah, it just sounds like a bit of a FYI. We're still working on trying to fix her, and it's not going to be an easy fix. That's how I read it, and I just don't see. We talked about how can you fix it? It's all based around purge, and I just don't see how you're going to get to the point where it's going to tweak it to a balanced, manageable sort of level that still won't wreck things, because the purge is just going to do it. I mean, it's certainly ripping through it.
She's tossing out awesome amounts of damage, and I mean, there's obviously easy counters, Treya and people like JMK. You can still, the no revive cron, as long as you still have that, you can still eat her pretty easily. But I mean, she's doing some really good work.
Yeah, but that's not that no revive cron. That's not indefinite. That's leaving in a little while. That's got a limited time as well. That's it. So we're about to lose that as well, and that's going to make her nastier. And I always assumed, and I may be wrong. I always assumed that there was going to be some sort of a Revacron coming out, just to give some more love to your toy. That's the last thing we need right now. We don't need her any nastier than she already is. Yeah. And that to me, I think, is certainly a problem. But we're just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out in the end. But yeah, Ram, certainly a huge issue.
Yeah, that's what kind of worries me. Is like, so we have the set was it set 6 going away?
Yep.
And that's the Inquisitor set with the no revive Kron and all that.
Yep.
That's going away at the end of this GAC season, this 5v5 coming up. And so then we're gonna get a new set that's gonna come out. And I don't think they'll do back-to-back Inquisitors.
Well, I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they can.
Back-to-back Inquisitors, whatever the case is. You know, set 6 is set 8.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't think they'll do that. Man, I just all over with the wording today.
Okay, but they might not do an Inquisitor set, but they might do an Empire set.
Yes, and that's the thing is Empire hasn't had love in a little bit with Krons. They've had some Krons that have worked for them, like the 20% Kron and all that, but they haven't had a actual Empire Kron in a little bit.
No, they haven't had a level 6 tier type, faction based
set 4
stat. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean
we're due.
Yeah, I think we are, and that's certainly quite concerning. But there's certainly, and we're gonna cover more with the overall issues with releases in your video. So don't miss that one. Of course, it's in the link below. So go and check that one out straight afterwards, because we're gonna get a little bit loose in talking about that one. That's for sure. So we're gonna preface that right now. But let us know in the comments below what you think about Reva. If you've unlocked her, have you unlocked her? Are you close to unlocking her? If you haven't, are you happy with her? If you have unlocked her or not, let us know what you guys think. We'd really, really love to hear your opinions about Reva now that she's sort of in the wild, so to speak. We'd love to hear about it for sure. Now let's also talk about some Star Wars TV. We'll sort of cover this at the moment every week. Fantastic Mando episode, and an even better Bad Batch episode. I think that's finally getting somewhere. Spoilers, of course, as always. You had your chance. Ram said, watch out. If you hear it from here on, that's on you. That's not our fault. That's 100% your fault if you've actually, still listening to this while we're talking about the TV shows now. Spoiler alert, done. You've had your chance. We're all done. Let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's get down to it. And I liked Bad Batch.
Where do we start?
Let's talk Mando. We need to talk Mando, right? We need to get down to
it.
The Shriek Hawks were pretty cool, right? Can Baby Yoda ride a Shriek Hawk? Can she have her own pet Shriek Hawk? That would be awesome. I'm just saying, I
mean, apparently they're Mandalorian, cool. Right? They're foundlings, so yeah. I mean, nothing's out of the realm of possibility.
That would be really cool. I just see that maybe down the track. I think just Baby Yoda riding around on a Shriek Hawk would be absolutely mental. I just see that being a heck of a lot of fun at some point. But that would be cool. The whole thing with obviously Bo-Katan starting to sort of really come together. She's really sort of leading the pack now, more than Mando. Mando's sort of almost sort of a cameo character, like a secondary character in that episode, and she's sort of starting to really find her feet. But the whole dynamic between Paz Vizsla is really, really interesting to me. I think that's really cool. Up until now, we've always thought that, he certainly had an agenda in the background against obviously Mando and even Bo-Katan, because obviously, Krees don't get along with them either. So I really see how, them all working together must be certainly quite conflicting for him, I think, honestly. And obviously now he's done what he did, or the boys, Bo-Katan and Mando have done what they did in that episode. I think it's really fascinating that
Clan Vizsla and Clan Krees and Clan Vizsla with the history with the Darksaber, which we all know Mando currently has, and
correct.
And he's been kind of keeping it hidden. He hasn't really shown people or shown that whole coven that he's got the Darksaber that we've seen. It's just, as far as we know, it's Armor, Bo-Katan, and Paz that actually know that he has that Darksaber.
Yeah, yeah. Do we think Bo-Katan's going to actually teach him how to use it? Is that probably where we're going to get to? Or do you think she's just going to fight him for it and get it back? It's like, hey, I know how to use this. You're useless with it. Give it here.
I don't know, man. I think I want to say that she'll work with him, but she's always been like that, where she's always had some kind of ulterior motive behind her, and she knows that her family is supposed to be in charge of Mandalore, and she wants to get back on the planet. Now that she knows that it's habitable again, and with the whole mythosaur and everything now, I think she's going to try to still get it and fight for it.
I think the armorer's got some sort of little secret still as well. I think there's I think there's a story there where I just have this feeling that the armorer's hiding something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it involves, but I just feel the way that she's conducting herself recently and their communication, with Bo-Katan as well at the end of that episode, I just feel that she's hiding something from all of them. the whole group, the whole coven. I just feel that there's something there that she's sort of keeping to herself that, it is some sort of a lie of some sort or some sort of a untruth, which is sort of, the way that they conduct themselves is the reason why. So
maybe something about, maybe, that she's known that they could have gone back to Mandalore at any time and she's just doesn't want to go back there for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah. Be really interesting.
Definitely something going on.
Yeah, there's something not quite right. I like it.
Is awesome.
It's so cool. It's just, we could talk about it for ages. It's just so cool. But Bad Batch surprised me. It really did because
how are you gonna miss the whole? You skipped the best part.
Talk to me.
Order 66.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Order 66 scene was awesome. And then
we
have to talk about the man himself.
Yes, we do.
Ahmed Best.
Yes, we do. How did
Ahmed Best, which for you guys,
think about this for a minute. I just blanked out for a second.
I don't know, dude.
Oh man.
No, we're not talking about Batch.
It's early, man. I haven't woken up yet and had a coffee. All right, let's put it down to that. But Ahmed Best, I was obviously I didn't realize until, of course, it hit on TikTok after I watched the episode that him obviously being the voice of Jar Jar Binks affected him so much. I was unaware of this.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe I had my head in the sand or maybe I just glossed over it and didn't notice. I don't know. But Star Wars lately just have a way of righting wrongs, in Star Wars recently. And I don't know who's driving that bus, but I like that bus a lot. I really do. But,
absolutely.
Man.
I mean, when those doors opened, I knew I had seen that Jedi from somewhere. I was like, I know him from somewhere. I had to go and Google his name just to remember who it was.
Yep.
But I knew that I had seen his face. And then obviously, they're giving Jar Jar a second chance. Now they kind of already did give Ahmed Best a second chance anyways with his whole YouTube series, Jedi Challenge, I think, Jedi Temple Challenge,
that's right.
kids show.
Yeah.
Where he plays the same Jedi in there. So that Jedi is officially canon. But it was awesome to see. And he's got that badass scene where he's saving Grogu, which is a monumental task for the fan base because Grogu's just well loved.
Yeah.
And then fighting off the clones and another surprise cameo, they brought back Tamora Morrison to be the voice of those clones.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's just awesome.
So that was awesome to see as well.
It's just everything they touch is just working. It's just so amazing. It really is. Like you just sit there and go, and yeah, you're right. I mean, the way that Ahmed Best was flicking those sabers around, that just looked badass. It was super cool. Dude. It was really amazing. And jumping on the new Naboo Starfighter at the end, that was really fascinating to me as well. Why that was just sitting there, just got a lazy Naboo Starfighter. Sorry, not the Starfighter, the cat. What do you call it? The yacht? I think it's the Naboo yacht, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Naboo starship.
Yeah, starship. Well, it's just just lazing around, just hanging out, just on the platform, just ready to rock and roll. People are saying Padme had something to do with it. There's a little bit
of history with that.
A lot of people
there's
saying
a little bit of history
possible.
with that. It was like a nod back to Attack of the Clones. With another cameo that Ahmed Best made in there, outside of playing Jar Jar Binks. So it's a nice little blink and you miss it moments in the Mandalorian, which is awesome.
It's just got the depth in there. It's just beautiful. I just love it. Yeah. It's just so good, and just keeps when you think that the episodes can't. How can you top the episode before it? They just take it to another level again. It's just
a whole nother level.
Oh,
every
man,
Wednesday.
I love it.
Every Wednesday, I wake up early and I watch.
Oh,
all right, now we can talk Bad Batch.
Am I allowed to now? Am I allowed to in my own video? Am I actually allowed to? I mean, I was wrong. I stuffed up anyway, so that's okay. You you helped me out for a change, so that's all good. Hey, dude, let's talk about it. Let's go. I really enjoyed the Bad Batch episode this time. I've bagged it out a bit, along the way here the last few weeks. You guys have known that. There's been a few things I've been unhappy with. We're finally getting to what we actually want to see, and that's obviously some sort of a rescue mission or some sort of a collaboration getting Crosshair back on board. I love it. Can't wait. This is what I wanted. I just didn't want to wait 4 or 5 episodes down the track to finally get to this. That's the thing that annoyed me. It's not the show itself. It was finally getting to what we actually want to see. And obviously we're ready for the finale, ready to go. But I think definitely a much, much better episode. And man, I tell you, the animations just look absolutely incredible. They really do. Just the actual, what's the word for it? The visuals, the animations, the scenes, everything just looks almost 3D. It's just, props. They're just doing some fantastic work. It just looks beautiful. It's visually stunning.
Oh yeah. No, it's Bad Batch is top tier. It has some slow parts. Absolutely has some slow parts on it. But I mean, the storyline's just picking up, and it's just delivering the hits with the whole with Crosshair and everything. And then who's that? Who's that one main bad guy now? It's not
Yeah.
Admiral Pride.
No. But yeah, no.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
And I almost
Hemlock.
thought I had a Dr. Hemlock.
Yeah.
I had to go and Google him. It's played by another good actor. I forget his name, but it's just the animation. I don't know if anyone pointed this out to you. The animation looks really on point for a Star Killer animation.
It does.
Like
It's just
his face
stunning. Yeah.
just looks like it could be Star Killer and the actor that played him,
Yeah.
Sam Witwer.
Yeah, Sam Witwer. It's just beautiful, and he's just it's just got that
Okay.
perfect level of bad guy villain that we want. In a
Mhm.
show. It's just magnificent. So no, visually it's stunning. We're finally getting to what we want to see. Can't wait till this week's episode. I'm absolutely just so excited about it.
So
Can't
do you
wait.
think that before because obviously we'll talk about this on next week's Rogue Actions with the finale of Bad Batch.
Yeah.
But what do you think is going to happen with Crosshair? You think he's going to sacrifice his life and something's going to go wrong, or do you think the crew's going to get back together?
I think he's back. I think he'll be back. I think that's what people want to see anyway. I think that certainly they didn't want him to separate in the first place, and I understand they went down that way to show the other side of the Empire, in general. But I think the Empire's starting to stand on their own 2 feet. Hemlock, of course, is going to be the ultimate villain, I feel, going forward. He's not just a bit part. I think he's going to be the Thrawn type character in that Bad Batch episode going forward. That's how I feel. So we're just going to have to wait and see how it plays out. But no, I think Crosshair will be back with the main group again because, of course, Echo stepped out. So, slots open, so I just feel that that's sort of where they've been working towards for some time anyway. So let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Did you like Mando? Did you like Bad Batch? What did you and didn't you like about them both? Let us know in the comments below. We'll get to yours now, Ram, of course, part 2 now. We're going to get to it. The link is below in the description, I promise. So jump down there, check it out, hit the follow button on ours and also on Ram's. We'd really, really appreciate it. We do this every single week. Love to see you on the next one. See you guys. Love ya. Bye.